Look at the lens!
Oh my goodness.
Hi, beautiful.
Oh my gosh, hello! I've been very excited. I always love when musicians come on. It's just fun. It's usually a different conversation. I love you too, actors. I just mean like it's a different vibe, obviously, because we're all singers. So anyway, so you know my band leader, Jason.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Actually, it's so funny. Like, so I had a failed attempt in being a solo artist, but that worked out for me.
Not say fail.
And actually, Jason
There's
was
still
my-
time.
Jason was my band leader, and when I failed, then he just went over to you.
He went, thank you for
it worked
that.
out.
Thank
right?
you. Yeah.
It worked out.
I was like, that worked out for me, actually. He's literally been my best partner in music and the only reason why I'm sitting here. So anyway, he's so
amazing.
great. He's so talented. So you guys, give it up for Jason. So you guys started almost 30 years ago. So what were those first days like? Because y'all were really young.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 11 when I met these guys.
You were 11?
I was
11.
14. Yeah, I mean, back in the day, we used to ride on basically like a Winnebago. We were doing what they call this ESM tour. So we would go around to like middle schools, high schools, gymnasiums, auditoriums, and perform music that nobody had ever heard.
We
weren't
did
signed
covers
yet.
too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Covers.
Yeah.
And,
Covers.
That's a hard play though to win over, like a high school crowd and like
Totally.
Oh,
We have some
teenagers
great
can
stories.
be cruel.
They're mean. Yeah,
can
no,
be
that's
mean.
what I'm saying. Like even when you go to the school and you're in something with the school, they're still mean. Like it's like people are,
We were in, I think it was somewhere on the East Coast, and we're in this auditorium, we're doing our stuff, and the entire sound system went out. No mics, no nothing.
They pulled the plug.
Yeah. So Brian is basically trying to get everybody to calm down and to stop yelling and screaming. And they got really quiet, and we just sang straight a cappella, and we won them over.
Oh, I love that story. I was hoping it was
They were standing up. It was like crazy. Yeah, it was amazing.
You know what though? That's sometimes the better play. Like sometimes it's because we always do like big things. I know people expect like big shows from you, but it is those moments, and I don't know if Lori agrees, but it's those moments when you do something like really like, I don't know, broken down like that really just showcases the real talent like behind, you know? It's kind of a cool moment.
Totally.
So that's probably why.
Just
Not everybody can
shows-
do that.
Well, it shows that you're real. You know,
No,
I mean, what we
exactly.
do is real. You know, all five of us singing together,
Absolutely.
just as you know as a singer. I mean, that's
that's
what
really hard to
that's
do
what
with
we
a bunch
came
of
to
y'all.
do.
That's what we pride
came to
ourselves
do.
on.
So we just did it. And they were like,
Harmonies. We've always, since day one, we've always picked up
Love
songs
that.
from Boys to Men, Shy, Jodeci, Color Me Bad. We loved the doo-wop even groups back in the days. We loved just
Temptation.
picking out all those
too.
harmonies, and that's what we got our signature sound was based around harmonies.
That's so awesome. I'm glad you had that because I'm sure we all had those moments when things went like that, and then we had moments where they didn't go great, and you're like, "Am I talented?" And you have those moments where you're like, "Should I quit?" And it's like that was personally for me when I saw you two perform at Madison Square Garden. I was like, "What am I doing?" I was like, "I should probably quit." I was like, anyway, when Machine Gun Kelly was here, he said he was a huge fan of you, and he also had this to say, so we wanted to show you.
I went to a Backstreet Boys concert and I threw up on the first song because the girls were so loud. They were screaming so loud. I don't know how that equaled out to me throwing up, but
It's overwhelming.
I know it happened though. Like they came
Yeah.
down on these hoverboards and everyone was going so crazy. You know, I was kind of like,
They're intense. They're intense. They're loud.
Well, fortunately,
That's an awesome
we hadn't
story.
started singing yet, so that wasn't why he threw up. So that's a good thing.
No.
That's a good thing.
It's
if he made it through the
overwhelming.
show.
No, he did. We talked about it. No, he loved it. But my point though is like it's a different vibe, especially with boy bands. Like it's a different ball game. The fans.
is, yeah.
Because I've had friends that actually work on like y'all's tour, other people's tour, do things like backstage, like meet and greet things for all, and it's like a different kind of fandom. Like they really are invested like from a young age, and it's loud.
It's
I mean,
loud.
we like to say we have the.
It's like a different frequency.
We missed that. We missed that.
Wait.
It's been 2 years since.
What'd you say?
Sorry.
I know, but that's the thing for a lot of artists. Like everybody hasn't been able to do what they really wanted to do. So you're all so excited about doing this tour.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
Excited to get
time.
back out to the fans.
Yeah.
We've been chomping at the bit.
Yeah.
Just sitting at home, eating,
Driving our
waiting
wives
to
crazy.
go out on the road.
Well, that can be fun.
Well, and honestly, I feel like now, especially with the way everything is in the world, it's like entertainment is so needed right now. Like
Oh,
where
yeah.
our job is so important. It's like
Yeah,
to get
yeah,
people's
yeah.
minds off of the stuff out
And
Music's
just to be in a
important.
room and with people that you don't know and you're all like vibing on one thing. I love that feeling.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of energy, and we thrive on that energy. You know, I mean,
Absolutely.
don't get me wrong. Our kids were so happy that we were home for this last 2 years.
But our
Were
wives
your
are glad.
wives-
Our wives are glad
Our
that we're
wives
getting
were
out of
like,
the house.
you have to go back to work. Please go back to
I
work.
had 2 babies born during that time.
Yes,
Well,
right.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm happy for you. They just added more dates to their DNA World Tour with cities including Portland, Cincinnati, and Nashville. Shout out Nashville. Tickets for these and other just added cities in the U.S., Canada, and Europe go on sale this Friday, April 8th. So Kevin, so what can the fans expect to see on this tour? What's different? He was like,
He likes to think
and
about things before
He's
he
like,
says
what?
things.
I think
Thoughtful,
this show
man.
is a great example of our musical legacy.
oh, that's cool.
Like we're able to.
You take people on that ride?
We have all the hits that the fans know and love. We have some new music and then some, you know, like some gems that were on the albums that are our favorite that we included in the set that people are like, oh my God, I forgot about that song.
Yeah.
And we're excited to be taking the show outdoors.
Oh yeah, so the first half of the tour
32
is gonna
songs.
be
32 songs?
32
Yeah.
songs in the set.
Yep.
10
Are there
albums
like
worth.
medleys in
There's an
there? or-
intermission.
Yeah.
No,
And
yeah.
we're dancing.
Oh my God, I was like, I just like,
there's
as a
medley.
vocalist, I just died. I was like,
We do every
We're
night. too.
dancing the whole show too.
Yeah.
oh my God.
This is why
Not
There's
BTS
medley.
style, but we're
There's
dancing.
I love that, that's awesome. No, I love that you're like dancing and like, meanwhile, I'm like, I'm not going on stairs. I'm not using stairs. I'm like, I won't even get on stairs. I'm like, nah, people ain't coming to watch me stand on stairs. I'm gonna trip. I'm not Beyonce. So wait, so has getting back to, you know, performance and all that, because you say you're dancing a lot, so is that getting y'all in shape for that? Because that's a
We
different
have
kind
to
of.
get shit. I'm like, that's the
Yeah.
thing about, you know,
Yeah.
the pandemic. I mean, I put on like 20, 25 pounds, you know.
Time off for
dad
us.
mode. Like, it was crazy.
Definitely
so.
didn't lose weight, Nick. So yeah,
You look beautiful.
and vocal shape though, vocal
Yeah,
shape as
that's
well.
another thing too.
Yeah.
So we
I went
just
the other
started
way.
rehearsal like a week ago. We got about 5 rehearsals under our belt, and we got another month to go, and then we'll be ready to rock.
That's awesome. Do you ever have that moment where you haven't done a show in a while, and then all of a sudden I feel so awkward? I'm like, so I guess I'll walk to this side of the stage, and then I'll walk over here. I always have this like right when I get back, I'm like, what do I do? And I'm like, other than just sing, I always do that. Maybe y'all don't because you're like cool and you have like choreography, but like, but I don't. So I'm always like, how do I do this again? I haven't done it in a while.
We always, our thing is like, if you don't know what to do, fill in the space. Because we,
Yeah.
you know, like
Oh.
if you're clumped up over, oh no, spread out, fill in the space. So
Yeah.
just take up space on the stage.
Yeah.
That's so fun that y'all get to do that, like as a team.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's so fun.
But
Break.
too, you know, you got to think.
It has its
you gotta,
moments.
You got to think about too with traffic. We call it traffic because we all have certain moves that we do where we cross each other,
Yeah.
something like that. So if we haven't done it in a while,
Yeah.
right? So we'll take.
Oh, that's
Like,
that's the show I want to see.
Yeah, that's the show
That's
you want
the
to
show I
come
wanna
see.
see.
I have to
First
say
few
something.
shows
It's-
will be interesting.
Speaking about that, there's something internally when the group, we would call someone in this group Train for a particular reason, because he would run into the other guys during that traffic
Yep.
stuff. I'm not gonna call him out and tell you who
He
it
said
is.
no.
He's calling himself out.
I'm just gonna say maybe they're in your way. Is the thing. Maybe that's the thing.
That's what I'm
Could
saying.
be.
Get out the way, move.
Get out the way.
It could be. It could be that.
That's amazing. That's awesome. Wait, so AJ, speaking of getting back into shape, so you found a TikTok video that Howie did, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're just gonna show a little of this.
Yep.
Okay. So
Yep.
This is hilarious.
It's so good.
this is good.
It's so good.
Look at you coming in here. Get it, D.
I'm like, come on, bro.
I mean, first of all, that looks so hard.
That's the best part. That's the best part. That's the best part.
Oh my God, if someone asked me to do that last one right now, I'd just die.
That is
I
the
would
best part of that video. It's just
You know,
Yeah.
it is. I saw a couple other guys like posting some workout videos. So
Yeah.
I decided to get on the band, jump on the bandwagon,
Exactly.
and show them how to really do it.
I gotta be
What
honest with you,
what it
that last one, if I could do it right now, I would post it just to say that I could do it. Like I did it. I'm not into like I used to do kickboxing on tour and it would wear me out. And especially amphitheater tours, I don't know if y'all ever did that and you'd work out on those hills, like the back part.
Oh, yeah.
I called that hell. Yeah.
I've seen plenty of
Yeah.
Our cardio
artists
going.
Oh my God.
like singing on treadmills. Like I've seen Katy Perry do it. I've
I-
seen Miley do it. I've tried it, and it's really hard to do. Like just sing your music while you're running on the treadmill
Do you know
to
what's
get your
harder?
endurance up.
I like swimming. So like if you swim and you can't sing obviously because you're swimming, your mouth's closed, but you hum.
Ooh, that's a new one.
It was, well, because swimming in general kind of improves your lung capacity,
Right.
like
Yeah,
so, and
totally.
it's just better on your. I sound
Joints?
old on your joints.
Yep. Oh yeah. Trust me.
Because I used to run like all the time, and I used to do that, and I found that it was't actually helpful for me. Like as in-
Walking is just as good.
Yeah.
yeah,
Seriously.
we are so old.
It's just like
Geriatric storm.
reality
Walking
check.
is so
Reality
great
check.
for you. It's walking
just
is
called
better
myself
for
out.
your
Yeah.
back. And no, but it's amazing. I do see y'all on stage, and I'm like, oh my god, they're getting it. I'm like, I feel like such a loser.
Hey,
So
44 is the new
so,
24,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Let's go.
Woo!
Let's go.
Wait, so Kevin, we all made some choices in the 90s with fashion. So so I'm going to start with you. What are some of your best, worst moments? We all have them. I'm going to start with you. You're welcome.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I like to put you on the spot because you're a thinker.
One of the worst things is when we first broke in Europe, we would go over there and we'd spend sometimes 3 months at a time. And you go to a magazine shoot and they want to get as much content from you as possible. So you do like 10 different looks. And this one look, we were in the UK. We were doing a cover for Smash Hits magazine, and they gave us these shiny silk shirts,
Good
and
start.
we're all holding disco balls.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That's probably one of the
You're wearing
worst.
silk shirts holding balls. That's awesome.
Yep. And our makeup was so white. Our makeup was really
Yeah,
I like
good.
it.
really like
I like it.
silvery. Those were in the 90s,
Yeah.
but it just didn't look good, and we all had way too much makeup.
I bet it looked
yeah.
great.
At that age, we didn't need makeup then. We were young. Why? I don't know why we had makeup on, but they put makeup on. It looked crazy.
I mean, I had
so
some
that's one of the worst. And yeah.
Yep.
So
Look, that's when they colored my hair
know
red.
what's
You guys
happening
are
right now.
like babies right now.
They colored my hair red. I was like, for real? Hey,
I love
That was our Caesar hair.
that was when
Yeah,
the Caesar
haircuts were a
was in.
thing back in the 90s, man.
Caesar haircuts? Is
Caesar
that what it's
haircuts.
called?
Yeah, the
I didn't
little,
even
like,
know
right
it was
up-
called that.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
Call it a
bangs.
Caesar.
Caesar
and you know what? You know what
yeah.
that was called? For the people that don't know, that's called a landline. That was a telephone.
A
It was landline. It's
That,
actually
I
a
always think
landline.
of Roseanne. I always think of
yeah.
Roseanne the show. She'd like have that phone everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we have a surprise for you. Everybody, tickets for the DNA World Tour are on sale now. Newly added dates go on sale this Friday, but no one in this audience has to wait until then because you're all getting tickets to a show of your choice. Yeah! The Backstreet Boys DNA World Tour kicks off in Las Vegas this weekend.